Prologue, a quiet disruptor. When you hear about the tech titans who reshaped the world, names like Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Bill Gates come to mind. But behind one of the greatest revolutions of the 21st century, artificial intelligence, stands a man who rarely seeks the spotlight, but whose fingerprints are on the future itself. Sam Altman. The mind behind ChatGPT, the man who made OpenAI a global force, and the silent architect of tomorrow. But his story didn't begin with billion-dollar companies. It began in a quiet house in St. Louis, Missouri, with a boy, a computer, and a burning curiosity. Chapter 1: The Hacker from the Heartland. Sam was born on April 22, 1985, into a Jewish family in St. Louis. His mother was a dermatologist, and his father a real estate broker. But young Sam wasn't interested in family businesses. At age 8, he got his first computer, a Macintosh. That machine wasn't just a tool. It was a portal. While other kids were playing tag, Sam was teaching himself to code. He would open up devices, reverse engineer programs, and write his own logic puzzles just for fun. He was quiet, introverted, and often misunderstood. But in that solitude, he found something powerful: clarity. He knew the future would be shaped by people who could bend technology to their will. And he wanted to be one of them. By high school, Sam was already building early versions of social apps, fascinated by how tech could connect people. Chapter 2: Stanford, Loopt, and the First Leap. Like many prodigies, Sam landed at Stanford University to study computer science. But the classroom soon felt too slow. He wasn't content with theory, he wanted impact. In 2005, at just 19 years old, Sam co-founded Loopt with his college friends. It was a location-sharing app designed to let people see where their friends were in real time, years before Find My Friends or Uber existed. Loopt was accepted into a tiny new startup accelerator called Combinator, then in its very first batch. Sam pitched to Paul Graham, YC's founder, who saw something special in the young man. Loopt raised over $30 million in funding and was downloaded by millions. But the market wasn't ready. Carriers were slow, smartphones were limited, and privacy fears loomed. In 2012, Loopt was acquired by Green Dot for $43 million. Not a unicorn, but a win. Most 27-year-olds would take that as a victory lap. Sam Altman saw it as Chapter 1. Chapter 3: The Kingmaker at Y Combinator. Sam had seen the power of accelerators firsthand. So when Paul Graham asked him to take over Y Combinator in 2014, Sam said yes. At just 29, he became president of the most elite startup school in the world. Under Sam's leadership, Y Combinator went from being a small seed accelerator to a startup empire. He expanded the funding size, built global reach, and opened the doors to bold ideas in biotech, space, and AI. Some of YC's biggest alumni under his leadership: Airbnb, Stripe, Dropbox, Reddit, DoorDash, Instacart. But what truly set Sam apart wasn't just his eye for business. It was his sense of purpose. He began asking deeper questions: what happens after success? What technologies will truly transform humanity? What could destroy us if left unchecked? He started writing essays, not about startups, but about superintelligence, nuclear energy, climate change, and economic collapse. He was no longer just an investor. He was becoming a philosopher. Chapter 4: OpenAI, the most dangerous pet. In 2015, Sam met with Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, and a few other tech visionaries. They all agreed AI was advancing fast. Too fast. And if left in the wrong hands, it could lead to catastrophe. Their solution? A non-profit AI lab that would build artificial general intelligence, AGI, but for the good of all humanity. That lab became OpenAI, and Sam Altman became its co-founder and eventually CEO. But OpenAI's mission was contradictory from the start: develop the most powerful AI ever built. Make sure no one, not even themselves, could control it completely. It was like building a nuclear reactor and then trying to write rules to stop it from exploding. For the first few years, OpenAI worked in relative obscurity. But behind the scenes, something massive was brewing. Chapter 5: From GPT to World Domination. By 2018, OpenAI began releasing research on language models, algorithms that could understand and generate human-like text. Then came GPT-2, and the tech world gasped. Then GPT-3, a model so powerful that some feared it would be misused. It could write poetry, essays, code, and even fake news. OpenAI became the center of a global debate. Was this the dawn of a new era, or the beginning of the end? Sam decided to commercialize the technology to control its development. OpenAI created a capped profit model, a never-before-seen structure where investors could make money, but not unlimited money. Microsoft invested $1 billion, and eventually integrated OpenAI's models into Azure and Bing. Then came the nuclear moment. ChatGPT, launched in November 2022. It reached 100 million users in 2 months, making it the fastest-growing app in history. Suddenly, AI wasn't just in labs, it was in schools, offices, smartphones. And Sam Altman became the unexpected face of the AI revolution. Chapter 6: The Great Power Struggle. In November 2023, the world was shocked. Sam Altman was fired by OpenAI's board. No clear reason was given. The board claimed a lack of candor. Some speculated it was about AI safety concerns, others about corporate control. Employees revolted. Over 700 of 770 OpenAI staff threatened to quit. Microsoft offered Sam his own AI lab. Within days, the board collapsed under pressure. Sam returned as CEO. Triumphant. Empowered. Respected more than ever. The man who built the world's most powerful AI had now survived its first political war. Chapter 7: The Man Building Civilization 2.0. Today, Sam Altman is not just focused on AI. He is focused on humanity's survival. He backs nuclear fusion companies like Helion. WorldCoin, a project to create universal identity via iris scans. Universal basic income experiments to prepare for a post-job economy. AI alignment projects to ensure we don't lose control. He believes Argy is coming. And he's both terrified and excited. There will be 2 kinds of people in the future, he once said, those who build AI, and those who are replaced by it. He's working to make sure that no one gets left behind. Epilogue: A mind ahead of its time. Sam Altman is not loud. He doesn't dress like a billionaire. He doesn't launch rockets or sell cars. But in the world of ideas, he might be the most dangerous man alive, not because of what he wants to destroy, but because of what he's trying to build. A future where humans and machines coexist. A world where intelligence is infinite. A planet where progress isn't just about profit, but about purpose. He once wrote, "The future belongs to the people who cause it." Sam Altman isn't waiting for the future. He's already building it.